Now for the track guide. Guys, before starting, I just released some specific car courses on my website where we tackle the secrets and subtleties of those cars so you can learn racing techniques with a proper plan in those cars. If you're interested into that, just go ahead and check my website. Now going into the track guide itself, for turn 1, make sure you're using all the track like this, have the antenna in the center of the curb. You can start braking whenever you see this writing here on the left side. Whenever this writing begins, you can start applying the brakes. You don't want to brake really hard because you can carry a lot of speed into this corner. It's super important to clip this curb and clip it all the way to the grass. When you touch it, then you will go back on the throttle, and you know you had a good corner around here when this left side tire brushes the gravel. You almost feel in the force feedback the gravel. It's not gonna be an off track and it will give you a superior entry speed. Now for this corner right here, make sure you're using all the track. Because we're not braking very hard, you can get away with braking on this curb, even though this curb has those rumble strips. Because we're gonna brake quite softly here, you won't lose performance. In terms of the braking point, it's gonna be right before this bridge, the blue banner or the blue bridge. And now in third gear, second gear very quickly, make sure you're cutting this green part of the curb, and the moment that you touch it, you should be back on throttle and you should push the car more than this. So there's a bit of lap time lost around here, around 1 to 1.5 tenths. You can get away with putting the car more towards the left side. You don't want to brush the gravel because you will get an off track, but make sure you're putting the car on the blue curb, okay? Not on the rumble strips, but having the left tires on the blue curb, because you will have the downforce and all the time in the world to bring it back like this, because all this section is gonna be just flat out. So make sure you're cutting more in that corner. Now for this one as well, you can get away with having the right tires on the white line or the halo antenna, or how you want to call this, on the ending of the blue and white curbings, like those rumble strips. You can put it right here and you will open up as maximum as you can. And now when you're going into this corner, make sure that you're first turning in the corner and then braking like this. And you need a late apex right here, so your vision should be very late towards this part of the track, and when you reach it in fourth gear, just smash the throttle. So if you look on our inputs, we barely touched the brakes, so the brake was just a tool to get the rotation in. Make sure you're not braking more than this because you're killing momentum unnecessarily, and also make sure that under throttle you're going 0-100 as quickly as you can. Don't do a lot of corrections. This is not the place to do them on a corner that leads to a big straight such as this. Now this corner as well is gonna be the same thing. We're gonna brake a lot harder though for this corner, so brake close to 100%. Have the antenna in the middle of the rumble strips and the solid blue color, and then you will downshift to second gear like this. Once again, go completely over the green curb. If you will drive more around here, you will notice that those green anti-curbs, they don't have a big height to them. They're almost flat. Because of this, you need to exploit them. So put your tires on it, go all the way to the left even more, so we can push the throttle even more aggressively by making sure you're not having a gap in between your inputs. So if you will just trail brake a tiny bit more, which is a small mistake around here, you're gonna be able to blend your inputs and then push the car more towards the left. Now this corner right here is going to be flat as well. You just want to position here before turning into the corner. Make sure you're having the antenna at the bridge between the green and the rumble strips. You're going to turn with just a tiny tap of the brakes and downshifting to fifth gear for this corner. You know we have a good corner if you get close to the blue. So in this case, you can get away with pushing the car a tiny bit more, but don't go all the way to the gravel because you won't have enough time to reposition for the next corner. So you can't use all the track right here, but you can use a tiny bit more. Like generally a good corner exit around here should be for this car with the right tires on the curb here on the rumble strips. Now pushing the car here on the left, you have to do it quickly. You will brake before the, this painting right here with the blue and white, Before this sign around here, you're gonna apply the brakes. You'll brake initially. It's mostly braking and turning at the same time. Actually, you won't have enough time to just stay initially with the brakes straight. In third gear, you're gonna trail brake up until you get to this green curb. You can get even closer to the green curb, it's gonna help you. Then you're gonna push the throttle, and once you get closer to the middle of the curb, you will start turning into the next corner by dropping the throttle and adding a tiny bit of brakes like this, going completely over the green curb and then putting the throttle back again. So if you look now on the shapes right here, it's just dropping the throttle, adding 1% brakes, then going back on the throttle once again. That's going to be enough to make the car point. This two corners going to be flat out. Make sure you're bringing the car as quickly as you can now on the right side. Don't be too confident here in this part. Don't relax. Hustle the car, bring it all the way to the right side like this. You're going to apply the brakes quite close to this line around here on the tarmac, this white line around here. You're gonna be applying the brakes. Gonna downshift from 6th to 2nd like this and get closer to this curb. So we missed the apex a tiny bit. Make sure you're a bit more confident on the brakes. You can brake a tiny bit harder than this. Make sure you're cutting this curb and then putting the throttle in third gear. Use third gear, upshift a bit early to make sure you're not getting a lot of wheel spin. So upshift to higher gear to mitigate the fact that you're going on throttle while you're still having some steering wheel angle, and also try to unwind the steering wheel as quickly as you can. So quick hands into this corner and cutting more will be some additional things besides this lap to make you go even faster. And in short, that's the lap. I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it. If you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out my website, and looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.